My name's Trish. For today's true crime reading, I'm going to take a look at Jack O'Sullivan, a young 23-year-old male that went missing in UK Bristol around about the 2nd of March this year. Now, his case hasn't really gone viral on the internet, hasn't had as much attention as some of the other cases, similar cases like Riley Strain or Jay Slater. Didn't really have any traction, and I don't understand why. He disappeared without a trace early hours of the morning, messaged his mum to say he was on the way home. He spoke to a female, went to ring a girl from the party. He was at a house party, phoned a girl from the house party, said hello, and the phone cut out. So it seems a little bit similar to the Jay Slater. I don't think it's the same, but and then there's also the Riley Strain, where he's also been seen on footage near water walking. The water is also apparently may have hit his head at the party, fallen downstairs, or some kind of thing that went on where he hit his head. Walking, he's seen on surveillance cameras walking alone early hours of the morning. Parents are asking, and they must be devastated, and my heart goes out to the family. But I just feel if more people are talking about this, then more people will see, it'll come to more attention, I think, and maybe it will jog somebody's memory that they've seen something. So not to let this case, the other two cases have outcomes, Jay Slater and not complete outcomes, but they still have outcomes. So maybe with this one, if people are talking about it, maybe people will remember something, or something will happen there. So I'm going to see if I can tap into the energy here around Jack O'Sullivan from Bristol, UK. Cards that have pulled out here on first pull, just without asking any questions, just to see what's going on here. I'm safe now. Accomplice or had help. The Fool is him walking alone. There is a video footage of that. So accomplice or had help, and marks left behind. So there's an evidence trail, or there's marks left behind. Okay, where do I start? Okay, please tell me what happened to you after you left the party. Okay, Jack O'Sullivan. What happened to Jack O'Sullivan after he left the party? I'm going to sit with these cards for a moment. First of all, we've got the Judgment card, which is a harsh situation or a harsh sentence. Purposely disappeared. In the wrong direction. So he was, I think, heading towards the main city part. Something didn't go to plan, so either he was going in the wrong direction, or he was taken in the wrong direction. Maybe. Okay, I'm not making any kind of speculations here either. With this one here, something though didn't go to plan, which is making this little section here is making me think maybe somebody's seen him walking, offered assistance because it had that had help. So maybe somebody's seen him walking, more than one, because both of those cards, the had help accomplice card was two people. But that didn't go to plan. The Tower card. The Tower card is chaos or inner building. Okay, so here's somebody's seen him walking. Maybe offered assistance. But went in a different direction. And so it wasn't assistance after all at all, because it says it did not go to plan. I'm getting noise in my ears now. It's like ringing in my ears. My ears are pulsing. Okay, what the ear thing's making me think is that when you've been drinking or when you've been listening to loud music and then you go away quiet, what your ears do, and it's been a very long time since I've done that, but I just remember the ringing ears and the pulsiness of when you hit quiet. So it could be from drinking, but it could be from going from a loud noise to a quiet noise, and that's what my ears are doing. They're ringing at the moment. Had somewhere to go, couldn't stay in the same place. Wasn't trying to be a dick about it. So, and sorry, I don't normally curse, but I'm just bringing through what I'm hearing. Okay, now it's talking about starting something or shouldn't have started something. Let's ask, was there third party involvement? Okay, let's go to the basics of a missing person reading. So I need questions here. There's usually 3 scenarios. One is that the person purposely disappeared. They left on their own choice, by their own choice, their own hand. Another is that there was foul play, third party involvement, and the third is that it was an accident. Something happened to the person. So let's ask the 3 scenarios. This is my first tap into this reading, so without going too deeply into the situation, let's just check the checking the timing just popped out as well. Let's just ask those 3 scenarios and see which one gives the clearest picture. Okay, first case scenario is that the person, lovers means a relationship or related to a person. So he, okay, first of all, 3 scenarios. First one being purposely left, disappeared by your own choice. Drugs and alcohol related. That one there, I put it back. It says body hidden, but I put that one back because I'm asking on, and then the accident. So then there's accident that involved strategy and planning. Okay, so if somebody was struck by a car, maybe that would be an accident, but then there would be strategy or planning involved, which relates to this part of the crime. So being hidden. They had a dark motive or intention. The death card. Person of interest. Okay, who is the person of interest? Do they know who the person of interest? Do they have a person of interest? Have they been looking? That's just another question. Okay, so I was going to ask the 3 scenarios. I don't think he left by his own choice. I think it was more related to the second 2, being third party involvement and accident. I feel it was both related. So here there's alcohol involved here, which somehow is connected to something happening accidentally due to alcohol. But somebody has dark intentions. There was a level of strategy or planning involved around the death card, dark intentions there or motives, and looking at a person of interest. Let's just see if they're okay. Do the police have a person of interest in this case? Is there a person of interest? And that's the evidence card or a statement, any evidence. So looking for evidence of that even happening. That stage set up framed before I've asked the question. Okay. 2 cards have come out again the same, which means it's important. So crime of opportunity means that a situation happened and you deal with it. So or the person's there at that time, unfortunately, and the crime occurs. So it's a crime of opportunity that happened there, out of the picture. So I don't think there is a person of interest to law enforcement at the moment. They're looking into something, but it's not in their picture. It's out of the picture. They don't have a person. They don't have someone that they're looking at the moment. They might be looking at the trail, the track, the marks left behind, the evidence, the security cameras. They might be looking at that. That's where they've got their attention focused, or that's what they have focused on so far, without looking any further. So here it is saying running out of time for the evidence. Need to really, this has been a long time. It's been 8 months, so we are running out of time with this one. I'm not sure what's being done with this case at the moment. The card that's come out again at the moment, the second time, is these two came out twice. So the marks left behind can be evidence, could be the trail, can be clues, can be situation, but in a different direction, in a wrong direction. So in a direction different than what he was seen on the CT footage, or CCT footage, I think you call it. So it is, we call it security cameras. So different direction, wrong direction, running out of time, but not looking at a person of interest at the moment. They're still looking at, and I've got to say, exhausting leads. Like, it doesn't feel like there's many leads, is how I feel about this. It doesn't feel to be many leads. They're looked into where he was seen, walked the trail. They've looked at any evidence left behind, but they haven't looked in a different direction. They haven't looked, it says wrong direction, different direction. So sorry, I'm not sure if you heard that one there. I think that was a train then. So a train just went past. Anything that you want to say that could be helpful to this case? Okay, so it's a very slow process to expose any truth here, or any secrets, or any information. Very, very slow. Justice, it says. So this is a law, legal, or trial. So very slow process to get to that. And this is somebody being carried. Somebody being carried. Lifted or carried. Okay, so this is my first tap in on this reading, so I'm not going to make it a long reading. I think what's clear in here, the two cards that came out, was the track, the walking track that says marks left behind, or the evidence, the wrong direction, like it's a different direction that needs to be searched. Also that there is like leads running dry, like not too many leads here. I'm also feeling that important in this case is that the alcohol, I don't know if it's drugs and alcohol, or alcohol. The card said drugs and alcohol. Important here, related somehow to an accident that was related to other people. It said there was 2 other people on 2 separate cards, and there was strategy or planning perhaps to hide or cover up, or it said hide the body. It was the death card, unfortunately, with this case. So I feel, but I don't think the police have a suspect. I don't think they have a person of interest, because I asked that, and it says that it's not in their picture. It's out of the picture. They were looking at where he went, and if there was any leads left behind it, and it feels like there's dry leads. So it's like the leads are drying up here. So I'm not sure what more. Is there any direction that could be searched? Or I don't mean physical location. I mean, what can they be looking at to help with another lead? What could the police or law enforcement look at here to help them with a lead here, to get another lead on this case? It says family connection. Talking maybe to family again, more information on the phone calls and what was said. It says please find me. This is the family saying please, the family have been strong advocates trying to get the word out. So, and I feel this is. So maybe listening, or is there something that was said to them, or is there information that they've, about where he is or his location or at the time. So his phone was active until around 7 or so in the morning. Okay, so again, Dark Intentions has come out, Dark Intentions around orchestrating something, a certain situation. This is a ringmaster, so orchestrating something, Dark Intentions. I don't know if that's a ring road as well. Sometimes I've had this come up in a reading and it meant a ring road, and that was relevant to the situation. Somewhere dark even. I'm now trying to read outside of the box here, trying to find something. This is the family, so trying to find another lead somehow here. How can there be another lead to help the law enforcement try and get a lead here on what happened? Media, getting it out on media, like I said at the beginning of the reading, getting more media or more social media attention, which is what the family are trying to do. I guess what you're saying there is that the more people, like I said in the description, the more people that hear this, it's brought to the attention, then it might jog somebody's memory. That could be the information, the bit of information that somebody knows something, or not that they actually know something, that they maybe heard somebody talking, or they heard somebody say something, or just information. The more it gets out there publicly, the more likely you're able to get another lead of some sort, even if it's a small lead. But that comes from what the parents are doing by advocating and trying to get the story heard to help find him. More social media attention, more media attention, because I don't think this case has the attention that the other cases got in order to this is judgment, harsh sentence. I think this came out before. Okay, so I think that is that's and yes on the bottom of the card. So that's what they're trying to say for more leads. The leads are drying up, so it's the people, or if somebody's overheard something, or somebody knows that somebody was in a location like that at the time, or suspicious about some kind of situation. So the more people that this case is exposed to, because we did have that exposure card too on the layout, so that the more this case is exposed to the public, then it may jog somebody's memory, even if it's a small lead. Somebody may have heard something, they may remember something, it might be small, it may be something they're suspicious about, but some kind of lead here is what's going to help this case, I feel. That seems to be pretty clear with the cards. So, okay, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.